Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Multiplex Movie Warzone. We have got a great match for you today between two 0-1 competitors looking to get their first win. We have Jordan Huffman versus Chadwick Webb. I'm sure this is going to be an interesting match. We saw both of them debut, I believe, earlier this year, but now they are back. With me on the desk, we have got Mr. Mark Menchaca. Mark, thoughts on the match we are about to see and our competitors today?
I think we'll see some scrappiness today. I don't think either of them got off to the start that they wanted to. So I think right now we got two players here that have something to prove. So I think it'll be good.
Yeah, absolutely. Both played very solid matches in their debut. But before we get to our match, we will go to some pre-match interviews. So bring in Mr. Chadwick Webb. Chad, like we said, you played your first match. I believe your last match came down to your 4-point question. If you hit it, you would have won. If you didn't, but you unfortunately weren't able to pull it. That's a pretty good place to be in for a first match if you're going to lose it. How do you think your second match is going to go? Have you done anything to improve, to prepare for this one that might change things?
Yeah, I don't know. I really don't know about that. I've watched the movies and my strengths. I haven't really watched a lot of movies for the slate that was sent or anything like that. I haven't done any crazy extra prep or anything like that. But I've been watching movies since then. Yeah.
Absolutely. I was going to say a revolutionary idea for movie trivia, watching movies. All you future competitors, look out for that. But with that being said, we'll send Chad backstage for the moment. We will bring in Jordan. Jordan, once again, we have not seen you in a while. I think your match went to sudden death, even if I'm not mistaken, your debut, if I'm remembering correctly. And you unfortunately weren't able to pull out the win against Jeremy Potters, who has had a fairly good season in Warzone. Thoughts on your upcoming match, your opponent, how you might do compared to how you did against Jeremy way back in the whenever that was?
I mean, performance-wise, I would hope that me and Chadwick both do better than we did the last time around. I'll echo what he said. I don't overly prepare for these types of matches. I know what I know and I don't what I don't. So we'll figure out which one of us gets the questions that are more in our wheelhouse, and we'll hopefully have some fun.
Absolutely. Well, with that being said, we will begin our match. We'll bring back in Chadwick as we get to round number 1. Your rules for today's match: in round number 1, you will get 8 different questions in 8 different categories in the realm of general movies. If you get the question right, you will get a point. If you get the question wrong, you will not get a point. You will have approximately 15 or so seconds to write your answer down on your whiteboard. Reminder that if you need it, you have 3 repeats and a challenge to use throughout the match. Also, I don't know if I said this, if you get all the questions right, you get a bonus question issued to only you, assuming you're the only one to get it right. Any questions before we get going? All right, then I will ask you guys your first question in the category of animated movies. And your question: what is the subtitle to An American Tale 2? We have these American tales, but what about the Canadian ones, Mark? Why aren't my people being represented in animated cinema except in South Park, where we're the bad guys?
I don't know. Balto exists. Is that Canadian?
3. That's Alaska, too.
Okay. The flapping heads.
Down. We'll go to Jordan.
Fievel Goes West.
And Chad.
I also said Fievel Goes West.
Both are correct.
Okay, we'll get on to your next comedy. It's in the category of comedy. Give away the lead. Category comedy. All right. Steve Martin's character, C.D. Bales, has what profession in Roxanne?
I mean, saying your next comedy works. Like, I think the second American Tale is supposed to be funny, at least.
I mean, was it? I mean,
I maybe saw it when I was a kid. I don't know. 5, 4.
One up on me.
3, 2, 1. Pens down. We'll go to Chad.
I don't know. I just put doctor.
And Jordan.
Anytime I don't know, I always say advertising.
Both incorrect. Looking for firefighter. He is a firefighter. As we go to your next question, in the category of Oscars, who won the Oscar for Best Director for films released in 2013?
Names.
One of these days, I want to write the category of Oscars and then just ask a question about the Sylvester Stallone film Oscar, and see if anyone like you can't challenge. It's an Oscar movie. It is like it fits the category. 5,
I'll let you have that convo, Cody.
3, 2, 1. Pens down, Chadwick. We will go to Jordan
I don't know. Catherine Bigelow?
and Chad.
Blank board.
We're looking for Alfonso Cuarón for Gravity. Alfonso Cuarón for Gravity.
That's right.
Alrighty. Move
You're
on to
doing
your
great,
next.
Chadwick.
Yep. Okay. Move on to your next category in drama. Tom Hanks serves in what branch of government in Charlie Wilson's War?
Branch of government.
Jordan, can we just get your hands up a little bit?
Mhm.
Thank you. Sorry, your one drifted off the screen for a few seconds. It's fine. Branches of the U.S. government, the things I know so well as a person who went through the Canadian education system. You've got like 5, 4,
What, you guys don't study that?
2.
Repeat.
All right, this is Jordan's first repeat.
Mhm.
Mark, that's you.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Tom Hanks serves in what branch of government in Charlie Wilson's War? Jesus.
Best thing is like when you got the one person lead hosting and you're the one who read the question for a repeat. And like when it's in round 2, you're like, well, yeah, I'm reading all the questions. It's fine. But in round 1, it's like, yep, repeat was confirmed by the other guy. Right. I still have to read the question.
I'm still in another place.
It's a
I gotta just-
complicated thing we do here. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. We'll go to Chad.
I just said executive.
And Jordan.
And I just said legislative.
Legislative is correct. Specifically, he is a congressman. So we will get to your next question. So Jordan will gain that point as we go to your next question. In the category of musicals, you will find the songs I Have Confidence, So Long, Farewell, and My Favorite Things in what musical?
Happy accident. You have to read that question.
Yeah, now we just gotta have you read questions about sports, action movies. Tom Selleck, I would assume. 5, 4,
I mean,
3,
I think I just watch other
Dude.
mustache people.
1. Pens down. He's the only guy with a mustache. We'll go to Jordan
Sound of Music.
and Chad.
The Sound of Music.
Both correct.
Okay. Move right along to your next category, which becomes next question, category of family. What 2020 family film is set in the town of Green Hills, Montana? Yeah, Montana.
I'm so glad you read that question because it just says the state abbreviation, and I would not know what state that's supposed to be. Mountain town. I don't know. Maryland. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. We'll go to Chad
I didn't have anything.
and Jordan.
It's my youngest son's favorite movie, Sonic the Hedgehog.
Sonic the Hedgehog is correct.
Mhm.
As we get to your penultimate question in the category of the 1970s. Who plays Sheriff Buford T. Justice in Smokey and the Bandit?
That is one hell of a name right there.
You know, this movie is nothing if not subtle. You know, like there's a guy who's a thief and you would never guess it because his name is the Bandit. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. We'll go to Jordan
A blanked.
and Chad.
I just wrote Robert Redford.
Both incorrect. Looking for Jackie Gleason. Jackie Gleason is the answer as we get to your final question.
Yep, since there are no perfect rounds, like you said, is our final question, round 1. Come in category of rom-coms. What 2010s rom-com is about a baker and a TV exec becoming guardians of a child when their friends die in a car accident?
You know, that relatable romantic comedic situation we've all been through.
Yeah, a very happy circumstance to start off your
You know,
your lighthearted movie with.
absolutely. You know, it's the number one thing you want from a rom-com is relatability, and we've all been there. Am I right? 5,
Yeah.
4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. We'll go to Chad.
I just said the change up.
And Jordan.
I blinked again.
We were looking for Life as We Know It. Life as We Know It is the answer. So at the end of round number 1, I have Jordan at 4, Chad at 2. Is that what you have, Mark?
That is what I have.
All right, then we'll get into round number 2. Round number 2 is our wheel round. We will bring in the wheel from wheeltoside.com. Our wheel is going to have 8 different categories on it, as well as spinners and opponent's choice. The competitor in the lead, in this case Jordan, will get to choose whether he would like to spin first or defer. Whichever player spins, if they like what they got on their first spin, they can keep it, or they can spin again unless they land on opponent's choice. But whatever they land on their second spin, they will be forced to take. They will get 5 questions in whatever category they get, worth 2 points apiece, or you can go to multiple choice for 1 point. But reminder, stealing is available, so if you miss the question, your opponent can get some points from that. The categories on our wheel today are Harry Potter, Edgar Wright, sports, 90s comedies, 1990s sci-fi fantasy, music, 1970 and the 1970s. So with that being said, Jordan, you are in the lead. Would you like to spin first or defer?
I'll defer.
All right, then, Chad, this is your first spin at the wheel. Take it away, Mark. And you land on the category of sports. Would you like to keep that or spin again?
I'll give it one more round spin.
All right, spinning it again. Whatever you land on, you will be forced to keep. You land on Edgar Wright, your strength. So we will put the wheel back.
I'll keep it.
You have to, but I figured you'd want to. Mark, I will read the Edgar Wright questions for reasons that I'll lean this way to cover up. Your first question, Chad, in Harry Potter, or not Harry Potter, Edgar Wright. I know what I'm doing in Edgar Wright. What is the real first name of Darling in Baby Driver?
Oh. That's a good one. Go ahead and give me multiple choice, please.
All right, your multiple choice options are A, Stephanie, B, Monica, C, Allison, or D, Alexis.
I think it's Stephanie.
That is incorrect, Jordan, for the 1 point steal. Is it A, Stephanie, B, Monica, C, Allison, or D, Alexis?
Let's go with B.
B, Monica is correct for a 1 point steal, and I can stop leaning to cover up the Baby Driver poster in the background. Your next question. What specific kind of weapon kills Tom Weaver, the man who has security cameras all over the town in Hot Fuzz?
Oh, okay. Okay. That guy is killed by a it's
5, 4.
It's a bomb.
3, 2. That is incorrect, Jordan, for a 2 point steal.
Rocket launcher.
That is also incorrect. We're looking for a sea mine. Sea mine is correct. We did need specific on the question.
Son of a bitch. All right.
All right. Your next question. At what type of business does Peter work in The World's End? Five, 4, 3, 2.
Give me a multiple choice, please.
All right. Your multiple choice options are A, car dealership, B, law firm, C, construction company, or D, real estate agency.
Car dealership.
That is correct for 1 point. What Prince album does Shaun tell Ed to throw at the zombies when going through his record collection in Shaun of the Dead?
Tells him to throw. Oof.
Five, 4, 3, 2.
The Batman soundtrack.
That is correct for 2 points. And your final question. Who plays the younger version of Terrence Stamp's character in Last Night in Soho?
Oh no. Go ahead and give me a multiple choice on that one.
All right, your multiple choice options are A. Sam Claflin, B. Alex Pettifer, C. Jack O'Connell, or D. Jamie Campbell Bower.
Can I get a repeat of those options, please?
Absolutely. Your options once again are A. Sam Claflin, B. Alex Pettifer, C. Jack O'Connell, or D. Jamie Campbell Bower.
C.
That is incorrect, Jordan, for the 1-point steal. Is it A. Sam Claflin, B. Alex Pettifer, C. Jack O'Connell, or D. Jamie Campbell Bower?
Let's go with B again.
That is incorrect. Looking for A. Sam Claflin. So at the end of Chad's turn, I have both competitors tied at 5 now. Is that what you have, Mark?
Yes, that's what I have.
All right, then I shall bring the wheel back up for Jordan's spin.
All right, here we go.
You
That's
land
a
on the
1990s.
1990s.
I'll take it.
All right.
Ready?
Mark, I think you were actually alive in this decade, so I'll have you read those questions.
Yeah, I was for a bit. All righty. Okay, all right, Jordan, you ready for your questions in the 1990s?
Yep.
All right, first question. Who directed 1991's Night on Earth?
Multiple choice.
All right, multiple choice options are A. Peter Hewitt, B. Barry Sonnenfeld, C. David Lynch, or D. Jim Jarmusch.
David Lynch.
That is incorrect. Going over to Chadwick for the 1-point steal. Is it A. Peter Hewitt, B. Barry Sonnenfeld, C. David Lynch, or D. Jim Jarmusch?
I knew it wasn't Lynch, so let me go D.
That is correct for the 1-point steal. Jarmusch. All right, moving on to your next question. How many different roles does Cheech Marin portray in From Dusk Till Dawn?
From Dusk Till Dawn.
Five, 4, 3,
3.
2.
That is correct for 2 points.
Wow.
All right, moving on to your third question, 1990s. What is the name of the town Sylvester Stallone is the sheriff of in Copland?
Multiple choice.
All right, multiple choice options are A. Patterson, B. Ramsey, C. Keensburg, or D. Garrison.
D.
D. Garrison is correct for 1 point. All right, move on to your fourth question. How does Alejandro's brother Joaquin die in The Mask of Zorro?
How does he die? Let's go multiple choice.
All right, multiple choice options are A. He shoots himself, B. Beheaded, C. Set on fire, or D. Pushed off a cliff.
I don't remember any of those 4 things happening. Let's go with A. Shoots himself.
4.
That is correct for 1 point. All right, move on to your final question in 1990s. In Time Cop, Agent Walker travels back to what decade to arrest his former partner?
Oh, what decade? (1920s).
That is correct for 2 points.
All right, so at the end of round number 2, I have Jordan at 11, Chad at 6. Is that what you have, Mark?
That's what I got.
All right, then we will get into round number 3. Round number 3 is going to work like this. It is our pick your poison round. Our competitors will get to choose what they want for their 1, 2, 3, and 4-point questions. The categories they can choose from today are quotes, Adam Sandler, music, animation, 1970s, romance, romantic comedies, and 1980s. So we will let our competitors pick what they want for their 1, 2, 3, and 4-point questions, and we will be right back. All right, we are back. Our competitors have had the chance to choose what they want for their 1, 2, 3, and 4-point questions. Jordan has chosen his 1 in rom-coms, his 2 in the 1980s, his 3 in Adam Sandler, and his 4 in quotes, whereas Chadwick has chosen his 1 in quotes, his 2 in rom-coms, his 3 in music, and his 4 in Adam Sandler. So we will start with Chad as he is behind. Mark will be asking his questions until either he has caught up or either player has been mathematically eliminated.
Alrighty.
Go for it, Mark.
Okay, Chadwick, we can start you. I will give you your 1-pointer in the category of quotes. Question. What actor said the famous quote, "Go ahead, make my day"?
I believe that is Clint Eastwood.
That's correct for 1 point. Moving on to your 2-point question in the category of rom-coms. Who stars as Adam in Blast from the Past?
That would be, I believe, Brendan Fraser.
That's correct for 2 points.
And if he hits either of these next 2 questions, he will take the lead.
That is correct. So move on to your 3-point question in the category of music. Sofia Boutella stars in what film about dancers rehearsing for a show only to find their drinks have been spiked?
Five, 4.
Let me get
3.
a repeat, please.
All right. Repeat. Sofia Boutella stars in what film about dancers rehearsing for a show only to find their drinks have been spiked?
Five, 4, 3.
Suspiria. I don't know.
1.
That is incorrect. We were looking for Climax. So we'll move on to your 4-point question in the category of Adam Sandler, which you need to hit to stay in the game. All right. Your question. What is the name of the suicide prevention hotline run by Steve Martin's character in Mixed Nuts?
There's no way I'm going to pull this. Okay. Give me a repeat, please.
Alrighty, that is your second repeat. What is the name of the suicide prevention hotline run by Steve Martin's character in Mixed Nuts?
Five, 4, 3, 2.
I don't know. We care hotline. I don't know.
And your winner by way of technical knockout, Jordan Huffman. We were looking for lifesavers. Lifesavers is the answer. So with that being said, we will get into post-match interviews, starting with our unfortunate second place finisher, Chad. I think just today was not your day. We saw how you were able to do in your first match. This did not reflect that. I think those Edgar Wright questions might have been a little harder than you were anticipating. I think the sea mine versus bomb thing is something that might haunt you, but overall still not too bad. You did your best to try to fight your way back. And yeah, thoughts on how you did, thoughts on your possible future in Warzone.
Yeah, no, I mean, I'd be happy to keep playing. But as far as like studying a little more, like I'm definitely way stronger in Cornetto than all of Edgar Wright. But the Monica thing, like as soon as I said Stephanie and it wasn't that, I was like, oh, it's Monica. And I don't know why I just blanked on that. And then the sea mine one, that was technicality, I couldn't challenge it because you did say specifically, like specifics, and I was like, I knew it was a sea mine. I knew the whole, landing on the thing, and it's gonna haunt me, like you said. But I didn't do as hot as I wanted to in Edgar Wright. Next time, hopefully, maybe I'll go more specifically Cornetto or something next time. But
unfortunately, that is too small. Strength.
It's too small. That's
requires
why
6 films. So
that's why
as
I went
much as
Edgar
that
Wright.
would be nice, not really a thing that can be done here.
But I just hit a bunch of questions in round 1 I didn't know, so he had the leg up there, and then I was tied with him after my round, so that he had really hit his round 2. So he had something he knew a lot of stuff about, and that's awesome for him. And then I guess I picked the wrong categories for 3 and 4. I haven't seen Mixed Nut, so.
Absolutely. Well, with that, we will say goodbye to you for today and bring in today's winner, Jordan. Jordan, you played a hell of a match. You got a TKO, which is always nice. You chose to take 90s and did quite well in it. Thoughts on the match you just played?
It was a good match. I had a lot of fun with it. I love the 90s. I featured prominently in the 90s. So that's why I was really happy to see that come up, and I took it instantly. So those were good questions for me. Sometimes they just fall your way, and sometimes they don't fall your way. Chadwick's 3 and 4 pointer at the end, I had no clue what those were. So that was rough. But it was hard fought. It was a good match. I had a lot of fun. I know Chadwick's wanting to come back again. I definitely want to come back again. Try to get myself into the winners column. But I'm happy to be at 1-1.
Yeah, absolutely. With that win, that pretty much guarantees we will see you back at some point. Are there any names that play in Warzone that you would want to play? The more reasonable of a challenge you make, the better. Don't say I want the champion right now because you're 1-1, and that's not going to be your next match.
I don't have a preference. I would say anybody that's ready to go that has a similar record to me, because that's just the fairest way to do it.
Absolutely. Well, all right. We will say goodbye to Jordan, and we will go to Mark for final thoughts on the desk. Mark, final thoughts on the desk.
Oh yeah, like I said, we were gonna have two people here who really wanted to prove himself, and I've been in Chad's shoes quite a bit over probably the last year and a half. Sometimes it just doesn't go your way, and you get a category that you think you're strong in, and it just you get 5 questions, you're like, oh shit, I didn't know any of those. So it happens.
Absolutely.
Jordan looked dangerous today, so hopefully see more of both of them in the future.
Absolutely. Well, with that, we will say goodbye at the end of this match. So I have been Cameron Holzman on behalf of Mark Menchaca, Jordan Huffman, Chadwick Webb, and everyone else here at Multiplex Movie Warzone. Thank you all for coming. Thank you for watching. Have an amazing whatever time of day it is that you're watching this match.
Goodbye. Later.
After you, Junior. You'll always have Paris.
Bye-bye, boys.
Have fun storming the castle.
Think it'll work?
Bye.